Friends too.
It actually played the whole thing.
Well, what's
First
going
mission
on,
accomplished.
Molly? Welcome to BleachBANGS.
Thanks for having me, guys. How are you?
Absolutely wonderful. So, just kind of want to introduce ourselves. My name is Randy, and I'm in Oklahoma City.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Ashton. I'm also in Oklahoma City.
Hello.
And I'm John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
Nice to meet you all.
So, tell us what you've got going on. I saw that Somebody Just Like You is your latest single out, and it's absolutely wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, thank you for the kind words. Someone Just Like You came out last week, and it's doing its little thing on the radio and on the Spotify and Apple Music and all those fun things. We have a music video coming out this week on Friday, which I'm excited about. And yeah, it's been fun.
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell us about how you got into music. I mean, I started looking back and trying to research you a little bit. You've got so many things going on.
Yeah, it's never a dull moment over here. Well, I got into music when I was a kid. My dad took me to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and I loved it. I thought it was the coolest thing. Getting to see like the Sabotage guys up there jamming, I'm like, I want to do that. And
Right.
so, a few months later, I got a guitar for my birthday, and I learned how to play in middle school. And I ended up starting like a garage band type thing when I was in high school, and that band ended up getting signed. And we did a little touring, and I really enjoyed it. So I kind of became a hired gun for a bit on the guitar. I got to play with a lot of cool bands. And one day I decided I wanted to be the boss. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to be the boss, I have to start singing. So I did that. I put out a couple of songs on my own, and then I got picked up by Wake Up Music Group, which has been awesome. And we put out a song over the summer, but this is our first like real rock song we're doing together. So I'm super excited about it. And it feels good to be back in rock after taking a little left turn into like indie country over the summer. But
it's okay. Country, there's nothing wrong with country at all.
It was fun. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm happy to be back in my happy place with the rock for sure.
Right. You made that sound so easy. Yeah, just started a garage band, then we got signed, and then
Well, I'm getting old now, so all of it, like, it all meshes together, and it's just, it was so long ago. I'm like, whatever. But yeah, no, it was fun. It was cool, and I'm super grateful, for all of it for sure.
That's really cool. How did you get into the hired gun type thing? Because that just amazes me how session artists do things, and like the hired gun type things. It just blows me away, and I had no idea how you would actually get into something like that.
Yeah, it was wild. It's all who you know, right? Like one person leads to another. But actually, funny enough about the Trans-Siberian Orchestra thing, the lead guitar player of TSO on the East Coast is a guy named Chris Caffrey.
Uh-huh.
And he played in Sabotage and, of course, TSO as well, and a couple other groups. And I ended up connecting with him, like, probably 5 or 6 years into playing. And he kind of took me under his wing in terms of, teaching me the ropes of, not only guitar and shredding and stuff, but also some of the business. So from that, I sort of, one thing led to another. I met a manager who was awesome and was able to sort of connect me to gigs and stuff. So it was just like, you have to know like one person to get you in, and then sort of it becomes, at least for me, it was like a slippery slope of, one sort of domino falling after the next until all of a sudden I'm on stage with some random, rock band, pop band, country, whatever. But I loved it. I loved
Country.
I did country for probably 2 or 3 years, but whatever pays the bills, man, that's what you got to do. So
You got to get your foot in the door.
Yeah, for sure. And you meet a lot of every single gig. You're meeting new people that are connected to new opportunities. So I'm always appreciative of all the gigs that I had.
That's really cool. So tell me about Waylon Rivas. I mean, Mushroom Head.
Mhm.
This I love Waylon. He is so cool.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, when I was looking at your Facebook, I'm like, that's Waylon. What? It's just like, she's got to be fucking cool.
Well, thank you. And if I can be cool because I know him, I will accept it. So Waylon is a good, actually, his whole family is really good friends with mine. He did a song with me. We put out a song in 2019, I believe, and I toured with him a little bit that year as well to support the song. And ever since then, we've been like family. Like that was the first song I ever put out as a singer, and so I was nervous about it, because I've always sort of got to hide behind the guitar, and it was easy, But singing is it's different. So he stepped up to do the song with me in hopes, I think, to help push things along. I didn't have a ton of confidence at the time. And he kind of came in and saved the day, and we put out the song, and it did well in Europe, actually. Apparently he has a lot of fans out there, and now me too. But we got to tour it right before COVID, and he was awesome. He's a really, really cool dude, and if you ever talk to him, super Southern guy, and he's all about that Southern hospitality. It was funny, the first time I met him, like, I see him on stage, and he's screaming, and the bald shaved head, and the makeup and the mask, and then you meet him and he's like, "Hi honey, how you doing?" Like complete opposite of what he's awesome.
He really is. Yeah. I was able to I interviewed him. Oh goodness, I can't remember when it was, but and then of course he's in A Killer's Confession right now and doing that thing, and oh my gosh, I wish I could pull that album off the wall. I've got one of these red vinyls hanging up over here. You can't even see it. And then I took it to him and he signed it and everything. So it's really cool. I love that guy. He is so cool.
What record is it?
I
don't mean to put you on the spot.
That's okay.
Oh, he loves showing off about those things. Have you not seen his wall?
Yeah, look at that. Here you come.
Unbroken.
Oh, good one.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I'm kind of like looking at how it's mounted on there, and I think my wife did a really, really good job of mounting that. It looks like it's on there, so that's not coming out.
Don't mess with that.
So never mind on that. Just take my word for it.
When you say how good your wife mounted something, but
oh my god, yeah, she's a very good mounter.
Anyways,
I'm sorry.
By the way,
you're not
Randy's son, so it's
so that's not awkward at all.
Oh, wait, he's your son?
Yes.
Oh wow, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
right.
Oh,
it got even weirder.
Now, Mo, you did another song with the singer from Tantric.
Yes, I did, and that was. I've done a lot of stuff with that guy. His name's Hugo Ferreira. And everything sort of turns out to be a disaster every single time. But I guess that's part of the artistic creative process. But Hugo he was a good friend of mine for sure, and we did a lot of writing together on various projects and stuff. And we put out like some sort of like piano-y like for fun song because it was like April when COVID was happening, or May or something like that. So we were both bored in Boston with nothing to do, so we thought, hey, let's put out some sort of sappy like little song because everybody was sad at the time, so we did that, which was fun. And Hugo actually was supposed to be the singer on the Waylon song, but because of one of our like many disasters in the sort of history of me and Hugo's writing partners, he got benched, and that's how that's kind of when Waylon stepped in. But like I said, able to repair it, and we put out that song in 2020.
That's really cool. I could have swore I saw. I'm sorry. I could have swore I saw the song you're referring to as Lifetime, correct? That
Yep.
Was I could have swore I saw him doing that with.
You could have.
With instead of Waylon. Did he do that as well? Do you have a song out there with him doing Lifetime?
Hugo? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. So that song, I could tell the story if you want to. It's just a bunch of drama, but Hugo and I have been somewhat musical partners in a lot of different endeavors. Every single time it ends horribly, but we still sort of connect, I guess, again, or reconnect. And actually, we're in a time period right now where we're not even speaking, but it's fine. And it's just the way that music goes, like especially when people get creative and passionate about it, there's always explosions. And if anyone knows Hugo, he's difficult as it is, but so am I. So we were he wanted to do a song with me or something, and I remember I flew out to Detroit to work with Chuck Alkazian, who's an amazing rock producer, and we put Lifetime together in like 4 hours. Loved it. It was awesome. There's some drama about, I don't know, his label and all kinds of crap. So I ended up taking him off the song. And that's when Waylon stepped in and said, I'm going to save the day. And he did. He 100% did. So I didn't have to put it out solo. So Waylon was awesome. So there is a version of me and Hugo. And if he put it out, I would love to know where it is. But it's not, right. It might be out there somewhere.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Hugo.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Listen,
on the spot.
I came here with the tea, so it's all good.
That's what we're here for.
So what kind of plans do you have? Do you have any touring plans? Do you have anything going on? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll do a couple festivals over the summer. And that's really kind of where my desire is at the moment, is to do, sort of high impact shows. I did a lot more when I was younger, but now that I'm getting older, I'm like, selective of sort of where I go. And I'm just trying to, enjoy, of course, hopefully seeing people in the larger markets. So whether that's, Kansas City or wherever y'all are, I hope it is. Definitely, you'll have to keep me sort of in the loop of any cool things going on over there that we can hop on for sure.
That's really cool. That's cool. Yeah. It's funny how the older you get, it's kind of like you almost turn into weekend warrior. It's like, oh, if I could drive there, it's cool.
That's it. That's my problem, is like during the week, like in fact, even now it's like past my bedtime. And I love being an old lady. So it's hard to get back into the swing of touring and stuff, but we are going to come out over the summer for a bit, so I'm definitely excited. Hopefully that'll be announced soon.
Now, I think I've read something. You performed on a couple cruise ships.
Yeah, we did a rock cruise for Field of Funeral, so that was fun for sure.
I was gonna. My next would be, if it wasn't an actual rock cruise, what was the vibe like on stage? But if it's a rock cruise, then it's going to be the same high energy stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It was just it was a really, really fun concert, except for the people never leave, which sometimes that's great, sometimes that's it was, everybody had a great time.
They just stay there and they're just like
they
looking
never
at
leave.
you.
It's like, isn't it time for you to go? No, but it was fun. It was cool. Definitely.
I think
That's hilarious. That's something I really would love to do, like Monsters of Rock cruise or something like that. It's I don't know. I want to go on a cruise, and I'm like, if I was going to go on a cruise,
Go
it
see
would
some
be
music while you're at it.
hell yeah, hell yeah. And I just can't seem to talk my wife into it. I think she's scared to be out in the middle of the ocean.
bro,
I'll go with you.
There you go.
I'm
Sergeant
just
Steve.
saying, I'll go. Come on now.
There you go. A little posse. I like it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that would be cool as hell.
I'm ready.
That's awesome. And also, you never know who you're going to run into at the bar, so that's fun too. You know,
Right.
That's true. That's very
Mhm.
true.
Neptune, I think we should get a little clip of some music to play real quick.
If
And
my mouse will
give
work.
everybody a little taste of your vocals out there.
cool.
And a little bit of guitar. Let's do it.
There's an empty bottle on the floor, a symptom of being at war. I remember every moment until the last day. Every fight, every lie, every single night, every word burns bright like kryptonite. So tell me what you want from me. What can you hear me say? When you find yourself alone and there's no place left to go, did you find somebody new? Someone just like you. And when the fire turns to rain and there's no one left to blame, did you finally see the truth that the villain lies in you?
Just
Really
a little
cool.
teaser.
Cool.
Really cool. Really cool.
Oh yeah, I love it.
So do
Yeah.
you write all of your music, or
Everything so far has been a team effort. This song in particular, Miles Claiborne was the producer. And Miles actually, he wrote like an instrumental track that kind of inspired it, and he sent it to me, and I loved it. So I'm like, all right, let's turn this into something. Miles Claiborne is the drummer for Saul, which is another awesome band. And then also I always like to work with other people. Just again, maybe it's like a confidence thing. I like to have sort of another layer of approval when I'm in the studio. So a couple of people played a role in it for sure, but really Miles did a lot of heavy lifting, alongside of me. And then we have the rest of the EPs coming out was actually produced by Sahaj of Raw. So always constantly working with people who, are sort of in the rock genre and have a lot of experience either, behind the mixing board or even, behind the mic. Sahaj is a really good example. He's phenomenal.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, did you grow up around music? How did this strike you at such a young age? I mean, you said you picked up a guitar, and then next thing you started a band, and then you were signed. I mean, how does this just happen? You've got to have something, growing up, mom, dad, brothers, sisters. Did you have any of that influence?
Yeah, one day I went to the store, I bought a candy bar. It was a Wonka bar, and I had the gold ticket.
Oh my
And
gosh.
and it just, like I said, I went to a concert with my dad, and my dad played drums when he was a kid.
Okay.
And so when I expressed interest in playing guitar, he like kind of supported it. And in the first garage band I had, he was actually our drummer. Part of that was because I didn't know any other drummers. The other part was I needed him to get into the clubs. So actually my first tour I took my dad on. Like, can you imagine what kind of a buzzkill
Oh
that is?
no.
But we still had fun anyway. He of course always had music in the car anywhere we're going. Like I was always like music was always around me, but not necessarily playing. But again, like one day I asked for the guitar, and then I started jamming, and then we started jamming together. And he was always really supportive. And at the time when I was young, he was the one who had the money for a PA system and the money to, trailer all our crap around. So he was a big role, a big, player in it. And then of course, as soon as I started branching out on my own, at that point, I was able to kind of run with it. I
You
suppose.
kicked him out of the band. You kicked him out of the band,
You know
didn't
what's
you?
funny? He quit my band. This is so bad. We would fight really, really bad on the road. Like all our band members hated us because it was always fighting, and because we're Italian, so constant, nonsense. So we were playing a gig in Washington D.C. and I forgot what the fight was. I locked the silly me. I locked the keys in the trailer. Oops. With all of our crap in it. And
no.
oh my God, epic proportion flip out. He quit the band before the show, but by the time we went on, he rejoined, so it was all right. But I mean, after like 2 tours together, we were like, okay, like we're not meant to be in a band. And he kind of, he's always still been there and supported everything I do, which is great. But there was definitely some volatile moments there, but it was fun. It was all fun. Looking back on it now, 10 years later, it was awesome.
That's funny. That's hilarious. But I could imagine being with your dad would be kind of not necessarily a buzzkill, but
Right,
so many different things going on.
What does Ashton say about that?
I'd kick you out of the band.
Oh my God.
No, I was right.
You couldn't keep up.
Oh my heavens. Oh goodness. So you also do some like nonprofit things. Do you want to kind of go into the businesses that you have?
Sure. So
Yeah.
this is boring, so I'll keep it.
No, it's not boring.
I'm actually a lawyer. I'm licensed in New York, and I did that while I was on the road too, which was fun. And from that, I sort of became active in a lot of different sort of business entities, which was fun too. And it's the reason why I'm in bed at 8:00 every night. But I recently, I've always been involved in horse racing, and there's not a good sustainable system in place for horses that are no longer, competitive. A lot of them end up, in a kill pen, etc. So I recently started an organization that is here to sort of help that and work with, the owners and trainers on the racetrack to place their horses with, riding homes and nice homes versus the Amish or, any sort of kill pen nonsense. So, that is a very, very busy thing. It's taken off really fast, and I love doing it. Just another fun thing to add to the list. But yeah, I definitely have many different things going on at any one moment, at any one moment in time, for sure.
That's really cool. Yeah, I was kind of wondering where all the horses came in. I saw the horses and stuff on your Facebook, and I'm like, she's really into horses.
Yeah, I am, and I own a show team of horses as well, and we go out in the summer. So it's funny, my booking agent last year, he was so fed up with me because we had like 15 or 20 shows. When I say shows, I mean horse shows, and he was trying to book around me, and thank God he's the best guy ever, and he was able to sort of be flex. But in the summer, it's hard because summer is touring season, and it's concert season, and it's also horse show season, so we're always busy trying to balance everything. But like I said, I have a really great team who is definitely respectful of my time and appreciates the fact that I like to enjoy other things outside of music too. So it's been good.
So I'm sensing the future mashup of a rock and horse show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then I can use the word
awesome.
show interchangeably without having to define it. Absolutely. There you go.
Yeah.
People might die.
I'm here for it.
That'd be awesome.
A mosh pit right in the center.
The horses
Don't
wouldn't
let a
freak
horse
out at
in.
all.
Yeah, nobody move.
Right.
So yeah, never a dull moment.
That's really cool. That's awesome. Well, I really want to get out there what you've got going on the tour wise. You're not really touring, but do you have any shows that you want to promote or anything you've got going on?
Yeah, I'd love to, but none of it's out yet. So
Damn
I
it!
this summer we'll be doing
So
some cool
close.
stuff. So yeah, but thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity. This just means you'll have to have me back in approximately 45 days, and we'll talk.
Neil,
That's awesome.
Sure.
I'm cool with it.
That's always one of our things. We love it and we hate it when somebody says, "Well, we do have some things coming, but we can't talk about it." It's like,
Mhm.
dang it.
I know. Sorry.
But it's also exciting knowing that you've got stuff going on the burner and ready to go. So
For sure.
love
What
it.
is BleachBANGS? Where does that come from? I was curious when I saw the name. I
Um,
like the name, but who picked that out? Because I see two guys who don't have a lot of bangs.
right.
And then
Exactly.
And
A
the
lot
other
of
guy
it.
with bangs doesn't look bleached, so I was curious where you got that from.
A lot of it. We kind of started as trying to get the we love 80s melodic rock and that type of thing,
Yep.
Twisted Sister and all that good stuff. So it sounds really 80s, and it did exactly what we wanted it to do. You just ask, what in the world is that? It's one of those things where it just kind of gets you curious. You're just like, what the hell is BleachBANGS? I don't.
I was curious about
But
interesting, nice.
but that's exactly the response that we actually wanted out of that.
Yeah, well, the biggest curiosity was there's no bangs and there's no bleach, so I knew it had to be. I knew there was something.
There used to be some bangs, and
All right,
there was
fair enough.
It's the kind of name that happens when some drunk guys get together at a rock festival.
Fair enough.
Let's just be honest.
that's what Lance is like, so yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever gets the job done,
Pretty
I don't
much.
judge.
Awesome.
Real quick, we threw your website out in the comment section. Did all of your shows that you had to get rescheduled, have those already happened?
No, that's what's coming up this summer, hopefully.
Oh,
I well, hopefully it'll be this summer. I've been really lame. Like I finally the booking agent had me talked into a whole tour last summer, and conveniently I broke my ankle like 4 days before I was supposed to leave. So we, of course, the horses, but so we kind of put it off, and I just actually am finding out just now that it didn't heal properly either. So it's
oh
kind of
no.
it's been a whirlwind, but we have rebooked those, and hopefully they'll be out soon. And I think we're going like Texas to Florida, that area. So hopefully I can convince you guys to stop by. Oh wait, did you say you're in Kansas City? Did someone say Kansas City or no?
Well, I'm in Topeka. I'm about an hour away from Kansas City.
Are you a Chiefs fan?
I mean, I support them because they're local, but I'm a Bears fan, so my team sucks.
Okay, I was almost gonna say we can't be friends, but that's all right. Bears is okay. I was like, wait a second, y'all are in Kansas City area. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, so hopefully stuff coming soon.
Really cool. Really cool. So when you're booking shows and stuff, is it kind of like older folks going to a buffet? You got to go at 4. Can I go on at 4:00 so I can be a bit? I mean, that's how I would be.
I would love 4:00 shows. That would make my whole life 4:00 show, even 7:00 shows. But man, some of these gigs, especially the rock gigs, like going on at 11:00 at night, like
Dude, I'm telling you,
No.
on a Wednesday,
Yeah.
it's crazy, and I'm like, when are we going to change this? If they want more people to show up at a show, if you're doing it on a weekday, start at 7, be done by 10. Because I mean, that's what weighs on my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be 11:30 midnight before I get home, and so I mean.
Well, you know what? Call Metal Injection, call Blabbermouth, call CNN, call Fox News. You heard it here first. BleachBANGS officially shows must go 7 to 10. And
Absolutely, I'd love that.
You heard it here first. Now it's official. So yeah, I'm totally in support because man, I struggle to stay up Like I said, it's 8:30 here, and I'm like exhausted. So I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. You actually have to weigh that. And
I
it's
know,
like
it's tough.
I've got to get up at 6 a.m. Do I go to the show that I really want to go to, or do I miss it and have to be at work on time? So
You know, like
it's just
30 years ago, Randy, you'd have been like, I can get 30 minutes of sleep and be up for work. I'll be
I'll be
fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, but that was 30 years ago.
dude, I used to stay up all night long, and I would just like be in the parking lot waiting for them to open up the doors and not even go to bed. That's some serious shit. I was
Well,
like,
the one
there's
thing,
no way.
like rock concerts the whole industry did not project that some of us are getting older. So they never built into their plan that, hey, we might have to adjust what we're doing. They just, you know what I mean? So the trend that was set in the 70s and 80s is killing us because, again,
I
it's 8:30 and I'm
totally
exhausted.
agree.
But yeah. So
Let's
like I
just
said,
like start at like noon and then play to like
Noon.
dinner time. Like
that'd be awesome.
perfect. Like as
That
soon
would
as
be
the show's
wonderful.
done, we're gonna go to like Applebee's or something, get some dinner, and go home.
Don't sleep on Applebee's, okay? 100%.
I'd be there for every single one.
Heck yeah. Me
Yeah.
too. I would. Not only because I had to be there, but because, I'd actually enjoy it, man. Not being half asleep.
Right.
But yeah, I totally agree with you guys.
Yeah, if there's one thing I could change about the whole music thing, that right now that's probably what it would be. I mean, it's really cool for the touring band because that's what they're doing at the time, but everybody that's going to see them, that's not what's going on. It's their show time is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and they're used to that. That's what they've adjusted to, but not us.
Well, I have never adjusted, so there's that. I absolutely have never adjusted. But yeah, I feel you for sure.
Awesome. John, do you have anything else?
No, I was making my tick marks off of my list of everything that was your list, and I was like, yep, this is up. It's all covered.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you so much, Molly. And please stay in touch with us. You said you have another video coming out?
Friday.
Yeah. So the lyric video is a teaser to the real video, and it is me. They animated me, which I thought was really cool. And I guess I travel through a bunch of different time periods, like killing a guy over and over and over again. So that should be very fun, and that comes out on Friday.
Really
I'm excited for that one.
Yes.
I am.
And definitely when you find out what big festivals you're going to be doing, because I know you will be, please let us know. And please come back on, because we would love to be able to promote you and have you on and find out. And an exclusive would be wonderful.
Beautiful. Absolutely. You guys stay in touch, and anytime you want me back, I got you.
And we'll always make sure you're on the first guest spot so it's not too late.
Thank you. I deeply appreciate it. I'm glad that, you can accommodate me.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Molly.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
You bet.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
She clicked off quick. She's like, all right, bedtime.
Have fun. And we should hopefully have our next guest coming up in the very near future. So I wanted to mention something to you guys that I just read the other day, that Bruce Kulick, Eric Singer, and Gene Simmons are going to go on tour to like South America. So basically, it's Revenge Era Kiss without Paul going on tour together. I knew you guys would be appreciative of that information.
We're always
You can
appreciative
have more original ways of
Kiss
pulling it up.
information from John.
Hey, we went 1 week with nothing, so I guess I'll take it.
All right, I'll do better next time.
Baby steps. Oh Lord.
No, that's really cool. When I started researching Molly, I was like, oh my gosh, she's a lawyer. She started a band in junior high. What's going on? And it's pretty crazy. And then of course it's all of those horses, and I'm like, she's obviously into horses. Oh John.
Oh Lord.
Oh John.
Sometimes I was right with.
You need to make Kiss Roman candles.
Well, so it was awkward earlier. Now it's awkward again.
What's that?
It's only awkward because you called it out.
I had to call it out because your dad said it. I actually didn't write down any more tidbits of information that I was going to because I was like, oh, 2 guests. I don't need to write down tidbits.
Right.
Because there was something else important that I was going to be like, oh, yeah, and that. But it's too late. I don't remember what it was.
I mean, I could tell you about the luckiest day that I've had in probably 20 years.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay. All right. So, of course, Ron, remember having Ron on?
Mm-hmm.
They had a gala in Texas. So we went down there, dressed up, got all, ate, and they had a raffle. And so the tickets were $25 a piece. And if you bought 4, they would throw in a free one. So you get 5 for $100. And they were going to raffle off a guitar. They had some art there, T-shirts, some customized mugs, and all kinds of good stuff. So went out there, and I got 5 tickets. And so they're like drawing and everything. And Randy Norris, I'm like, oh yeah. They're like, hey, go ahead and grab a shirt. I'm like, okay. So I went ahead and I grabbed a shirt, and I didn't want to walk through everybody back to my table. So I kind of was like, I'll just stay here for when I win the guitar. How's that? And sure enough, they pull my name out again. And I'm like, okay, so I'll get a mug. And then I went back to my table, and it's like, okay. They called a couple more, and then I got called again. So there's 3 of my 5 tickets that were pulled out, and I got me some art, and then I went and sat back down, and now it's time for the grand prize, the guitar. It's a customized guitar, $2,500 guitar. And so we're all sitting there waiting, and Ron got to pick it. So he pulls out the ticket, and he kind of looks at our table, and I was like, that my brother-in-law just won, because he had 5 tickets in there as well. And just the gaze that Ron just kind of looked at the table, and he was like, oh Lord, Randy Norris, best day ever.
Awesome.
He doesn't even know what to do with the guitar.
Dude, yes, I do. It's going back here. It's going to be on the wall.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. And they're going to have another gala. I don't know how to say that. Gala or gala? Well,
Gala?
They say gala.
Because you're gay. It's a gala.
Whatever. But they're going to have one down here in Oklahoma City as well. So it's going to be really cool. Hopefully we'll be able to go and support him there. And he was telling me about the guitar that's planned to be given away at that one as well. And
I want it so
looks
bad.
freaking amazing.
Oh, if you win that one, I'm going to break it over your head.
From the way
Just to be
it
fair.
sounded, it kind of looked like it was it's going to be a pearl white and have like the Theater of Pain masks on the front of it. And then it has roses on the fretboard with vines that intertwine all the way down.
Blue roses.
Yeah, just
Blue roses,
What?
blue accents on it with gold hardware, pearl white body. It's
I
gonna
want
be
that one.
beautiful.
So, did we have our guests and they never came on screen and disappeared?
We did, yes. I don't know
That's what it
what
looks
happened
like.
there.
I was just curious.
Baby, come back.
Baby,
You
come
can blame
back.
it all on John.
I'm telling you called him baby.
You gotta flirt a little bit to get him back.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, he was on. I thought he would hear me talking. Since I didn't see him in the chair, I figured I'd just keep on talking.
Right.
Well, he was probably like, they're talking to somebody. I'm just gonna scoot out of here and wait my turn.
Nah. But anyway, that was great. That was a great time. It was really cool for the first one out. It was pretty neat. Christy was like, "We're stopping. You're getting lottery tickets on our way home."
Right? No kidding, bro.
Yeah. So we stopped at a Love's, and that Love's did not have lottery tickets. And by the time we got home after eating an In-N-Out burger, we got to the hotel. It was like 1 minute past midnight, and I stand up to get out of the car, drop my phone on the concrete, busted it. So
You're
Brandon's like, "Oh, the ruby or the glass
Oh,
slipper is
shucks.
gone, isn't it?" He's like, "Fuck you."
That was smart ass.
So yeah, that was my day. But winning 4 out of 5 tickets is just fucking insane.
I'll be lucky if I even win one at the next gala.
Gala. I don't know.
The next festivities. The next
Yeah.
party. And I'm wearing his shirt right now, too.
Oh, I almost wore that.
I was like searching for it. I was like, I don't know where it is. It was in my kid's backpack. So I was like, hey, found it.
Well, when I got on, me and John got on. John goes, "Is that what you're wearing?" I was wearing a pink hoodie, and he's like, I was like, he goes, "Well, sometimes you forget what you're wearing." And I'm like, I'm gonna have to change. I mean,
You looked like a flamingo, I assume.
And I saw that shirt, and I almost put that on.
I was like,
that
I
would
have
have been
to.
hilarious.
I have to.
Man, I don't know. Let's see. The publicist is calling or texting, wanting to know if Brian called in. So I'll let her know. Maybe she'll hit him.
You can
Oh,
say,
she said Brian has been trying to call for the interview.
"Oh, well, he was here once."
Yeah. It was a success once upon a time.
I think he's going to call back. So
I hope so.
yeah, I bet you he's going to come back on. Anything else going on?
My life's pretty boring.
We're not very exciting.
No, we're not. Yeah.
I just work.
Past our bedtime. Yeah.
Story of my life.
I mean, I have some things going on, but I can't really talk about them yet.
You just had to do that, didn't you?
Make sure to come on when you can and let everybody know. Oh, dear Lord.
She goes, can he call now? I was like, yes, he
Yeah.
can.
Let's do it.
I covered Disturbed. I covered Playing My Keys. I covered Tool. All in a week.
Ugh.
Tell him
I
about
just looked up and remembered I need to freaking repair my guitar. I gotta
Do
do
what?
that after the show. I gotta repair my Ibanez.
What's wrong with your...
I think the weather's messing with it.
I'm saying
I don't know, but its fretboard is bowing super, super weird. So I need to adjust the bridge and adjust his truss rod a little bit because the high E is ringing really, really, really bad. And like the first 6 frets are dead.
Oh,
So
well, that's not good.
I gotta make some adjustments. I don't think it's smart having it right next to the freaking window.
That's kind of
when
what
it's
I'm
10 degrees
thinking.
outside and I got a heater blasting on it.
That could be causing a little bit.
My Schecter's in great condition because I was paranoid. I was like, that's the one that I care about. I don't want it to be damaged. So I played it a little bit and it sounded good. It needs new freaking strings. That's for damn sure. But Ibanez's high E is wonky, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Shouldn't be too difficult to make some adjustments on it. I just don't want to. Don't want to.
Yep. So kind of waiting on David to call in. Sounds like he's going to call in. That's really funny. He said it sounded like you were doing another interview. So he just like was like, no.
I called it. He heard talking. He was like, oh, I'll just leave and wait my turn. Nope, it was just story time.
Yeah. Just waiting for you to come in. I just saw he wasn't in his chair, so I was like,
Maybe he like clicked join and like walked away and said, oh, I don't know.
It's all good.
I don't know.
It's all good.
Yep, all good.
Sorry.
I think for sometimes when we have these things happen, we should have music ready to play, just random stuff.
How about this?
Or that, whatever.
What is that?
You've never heard my automaton?
Oh, yes, I have.
That's amazing.
Wow.
It's an automaton.
That's all I've got.
Almost kind of
It stays on my desk now for moments like this.
Do you have to open its mouth before it'll...
No. Just makes it louder.
You're such a dork. I don't remember it being a music note.
Yeah, he's a little music note.
That's funny.
Don't be jealous. John's gonna go on Amazon. How much is one of those stupid things? It's worth it.
It's already
That's
on
how much it is. I love it.
All right, here he is. Brian. Hi, Brian. Are you there?
Hey guys.
Hey,
What's
how
up,
are
man?
you?
So am I the right landscape here? For some reason y'all are sideways. I have no idea why.
Yeah, I don't know what we're looking at. I think
But
I
as long
see
as
an
as long as
Apple
I'm not-
emblem somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Am I
Oh, nope, you're sideways. That's it.
Yep, you're sideways.
okay, I don't know why that's happening.
Technology. Gotta love it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. Now how I fix that on this app should be interesting. Let me see here. I don't know why it would be my phone's landscape here.
That is weird.
Like what I'm seeing is landscape on my ends, but no, for you guys.
No, you're sideways. Definitely sideways.
Okay. Well, I'll be right back. Let's see.
Oh, you're good.
We always have to have one technical problem, right?
Oh, well, absolutely. Usually
Right?
it's
It's always something, yeah.
us. Like I said, it's usually us. We take care of that for the guests, so you don't have to usually.
Well, this is the third one. Yeah, tonight. I mean, yeah, I have not moved the phone once. So I don't know what's happening.
That's really weird.
Well, we saw you come in earlier, and it looked like there was an empty chair there, so I just kept on talking because I was in the middle.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
telling a story.
Well, that's, I text Shauna real quick. I was like, hey, I think these guys are still doing an interview with somebody. So I
No,
didn't realize that. I thought you were talking to somebody. I was like, oops, maybe we have the wrong time.
no,
Just a little story time.
It's all good.
There you go. Jesus, man. I don't know what's gonna. Let me just close you guys out.
Okay. It's all good.
Ashton, cue some music.
Yeah, music. Oh no.
God dang it.
How about this? How about this? South Texas Death Ride from the Union Underground.
All right, I can see you guys. I see it's trying to load. I don't know what's happening here.
Okay. Well, at least we can hear you for sure.
The Zoom, I mean, this is the first time I've used this specific app. Usually the Zooms are pretty seamless.
Yeah, we used to use the Zoom, but it just didn't seem to be catered towards podcasting. It was kind of more meetings
Gotcha.
and that type of thing. So
Yeah.
we kind of went this direction. But
I see that it's stuck on like 98% there. I don't know what's happening.
that's okay. That just means it's steadily uploading for you.
We can audio only if you guys want. I mean, it's
Hey,
up to
that
you.
works.
It's up to
Let's
you.
just do this. So we got Brian Scott vocals for the Union Underground. What's going on, man?
Well, currently I'm trying to figure out why my video's not working, and it's fucking making me nuts.
I'm so sorry. Yeah,
I've been doing this all day, and it seems fine.
Your phone's probably just tired of it. I'm
Yeah, it's
done.
like, I'm tired of this guy's face. Yeah, that's what I mean.
All right. So
Right
we're
on.
going to kind of introduce ourselves. My name is Randy. I'm in Oklahoma City.
I'm
Nice to meet you,
Ashton.
Randy.
I'm also in Oklahoma City.
Ashton, nice to meet you, brother.
And I'm John.
too.
I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
You too, man. So it's Kansas. Wow, I haven't been through Kansas in 20 years, man. That's awesome.
Wow.
It's easy to forget.
Yeah.
Easy to forget.
Probably not wrong, but ouch.
That would-
Hey,
that
we're
would-
all from Canada. Us three are from Kansas. Come on now.
Yeah.
That would depend on your experience, I would imagine.
Yeah,
You never
yeah.
know. It might be unforgettable.
That's very, very true. Yeah.
I've had those moments in Kansas. Of course, I've had the ones that I want to forget too. But
Yeah, hence our entire life history, right?
so let's talk about this tour that we're fixing to get going. Heading out of. Are you starting off in San Antonio?
It is in San Antonio, the first show.
Okay.
So it's kind of nice, like hometown.
Mm-hmm.
we kind of set it up that way with this trek because the guys in Soil are out of Illinois, Chicago. So it starts here and then it ends there. So,
Oh, okay, cool. Right.
yeah, I kind of set it up to where, family and friends can kind of come out, hang out for the first show, and then their family and friends can hang out for the last show, and they can just go straight home afterwards, So, yeah, by design.
Dig it, dig it. So, just a little bit about this tour. It's the what's it? Back to the 2000. What's the name of the tour?
Back to the 2000s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back to the 2000s.
You had it right.
I had it right. Where you're going to play in Education in Rebellion. So really cool. I went back and I started listening to some of that, and I'm just like, how were these guys so much farther ahead of their time? It just sounds like you guys were so much farther ahead, and kind of like where the music is right now. I mean, you've got all different kinds of elements in there and stuff like that. It's just absolutely amazing. I'm like, man, I totally forgot about all this.
Yeah, well, thank you. And, everything is a little cyclical, right? I mean, things do kind of go in cycles. And I've noticed a lot of bands that have kind of that kind of rock/metal thing in the last couple of years, that have released new stuff. It's funny. It does sound to me like, 2003, So yeah, I mean, everything kind of goes in cycles, I guess. And, it was fun on that record what's interesting kind of about that record is even for the time, there's an eclectic mix of songs there.
Absolutely.
It kind of doesn't stick to one sound and like, hey, every song kind of sounds the same for 10 songs. And so that's what I always kind of enjoyed about it. And I think that's what kind of resonates still with people is, man, I can put that record on and just kind of let it play, and I don't have to cherry pick songs or skip through them.
Yep.
And that's the biggest compliment for me. I mean, I still get those, I see those comments still to this day. It's like, man, I can put that record on and just listen to it from front to back. And that's a huge compliment.
That's exactly what I was doing today. I'm just like, all right. And just let it play. And I was doing everything around the house, and I was just letting the whole album play. Is absolutely wonderful. It was a flashback, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, back to the 2000s. It's Tim from Soil kind of pitched that title to me. He's like, hey, what do you think about this theme? And just kind of playing everyone's first records. We can pepper in some new stuff we want, whatever, but kind of just primarily focusing on that. And I thought it was a cool idea. And we've been trying to Soil and I have been trying to do something for the last couple of years, so it really just kind of worked out for everyone this year. And I thought the theme was pretty cool. Not that I necessarily am a fan of shining a light on my dad status, my dad rock status.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
I guess Union Underground is like considered dad rock, which is amazing to me.
Dude, it rocks like a son of a bitch, man. I love it. But what made you guys decide? I mean, like you said, you got with the Soil guys and everything, but what made you decide, hey, let's make this happen? And you're bringing on Flaw in Raw as well.
Yeah, and those guys, I actually wasn't familiar with. I mean, I knew the names, but I wasn't familiar with the music per se with either one of the other bands. And so I kind of went and kind of dug them up and like, I really dig some of this stuff. And so I thought it was a cool addition. Raw, I mean, I knew some of the Flaw song, like Raw I was not really familiar with at all. And listening to some of that stuff, that guy has a fantastic voice. I mean,
Yeah,
love his voice.
me too.
And I really wasn't that familiar with it, so it's really cool to have those guys on. And, I've chatted with all of them, of course, and everyone's really excited. So I can't wait to check them out as well.
Absolutely. My wife's actually a concert photographer, and she's seen Flaw multiple times. And anytime they're around in the area, she's like, "I'm going to Flaw. Flaw is awesome." So,
Oh, cool.
yeah, those cats are awesome. So, great choice of bands.
Yeah, the lineup. I mean, all the chatter online, and everyone seems to be pretty excited about, and that's what's cool, that everyone's excited about the entire lineup, not just the headliner.
Exactly. I was like, that's solid.
Yeah. Oh, it's really cool.
Right on. And you're going to be in Dallas as well, aren't you? I'm trying to see how close you're going to come to us.
Where are you guys?
I'm in Oklahoma City.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We're at Trees in Dallas.
And I've always wanted to go to Trees.
Trees is a cool venue, man.
Yeah.
You just pack 900 people in there, and it's sweaty and loud, and it's nice.
Sounds like the best combination right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Ashton, why don't we play a video? This is one of my favorite ones. We're going to do Turn Me On, Mr. Deadman.
Cool.
I think.
Turn me on, Mr. Deadman. Yeah, I want it, I need it to make a man. Yeah, I love it, a fucking rock star. Yeah, I want it, I need it to make a man. Yeah, I love it, a fucking rock star. Penetrate all the simple minds. They adore what a boy. I'll be standing line. Dilate, oh, what's my drug of choice? It's okay when they play, they say I got the voice. Look at this, a little bagger is a millionaire. Realize it's a mask that you wear.
Oh my God, it just fucking makes me smile. I love it.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I'm 27 and that even brings me back.
Yeah,
I love it.
That is crazy. Yeah. It's funny, like just even listening to a clip of that like that. I mean, we live in such a different society. I don't think even some of the words. I mean, obviously, the chorus was muted for radio.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, even some of the words in the verse just right there, I'm like, you know what? I don't even know if that would fly these days.
I know, right?
Like
right?
everyone's just so fucking sensitive about everything, and it's not meant to, maliciously or any, like, it's just amazing how everyone just, well, you don't know my intent behind it. It's not meant towards any specific group or person. It's so kind of ridiculous. Everything that's the last few years have been so insane to watch, like especially with comedians and I mean it's just I'm a huge stand-up fan and I love following these guys and just watching their the bullshit they have to deal with like apologizing about jokes and
exactly.
I mean, come on,
yeah,
man.
It's just ridiculous. It is.
But point being, just hearing like I don't know. It's so funny. Like to say the word faggot, it doesn't mean anything. Like it doesn't. It's not derogatory towards any particular group of people. It's like it just. It's so stupid. And first of all, it's a knockoff of the whole song's about kind of the ridiculousness of rock stardom, and so that's a line from the Mark Knopfler song. What's the God, I can't even think of it now. It has been several years with this song. The Money for Nothing song.
Exactly, Dire Straits. Me and John were just talking about that.
That's what it is. There's several references to like different songs in that song, which is the kind of point of it, And so it's just it's just funny. I always, think like, man, these days, could those guys even, would they be able to release? There's no way that that song would even be able to be released on MTV or any kind of, streaming service
Yep.
simply because of that one word,
Yep.
which is so insane to me.
And
It's a
same
little
thing.
silly.
I was listening to Skid Row earlier, and Friend of Doing Time kicking ass on a queer, and I'm like, I don't even think they could get away with that now.
Yeah.
Nope. They'd be canceled so fast nowadays. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Well, and yeah, I guess, yeah, that is a little specific.
Yeah, that is kind of specific.
It is a little violent, but I mean, but here's the thing. It's a fucking song, man. It's the same as a movie. It's like,
Mhm.
you can create and write and produce and direct a violent scene in a movie. It doesn't mean you feel that way about the people that are, involved in the scene. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It's we've gone absolutely batshit crazy in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
I think-
it's a bit of a struggle.
I think it's COVID. I don't know.
Right.
Everybody got
Right.
locked up, and it's just like, what the hell happened to everybody?
Yeah.
We need some action, so we got to cancel everybody.
Jeez.
Maybe everyone just contracted long COVID and we're just not aware of it, and everyone's brains are just completely rotted out at this point.
Something's going on because
know.
it's just ridiculous. I'm totally with you, and you didn't mean anything from it, and I didn't even mean any or think anything about it when you said it in the lyrics. It's just like
Sure. Yeah.
it's you're not pointing a finger at any specific demographic. It's just like it's almost calling an idiot. It's just I totally get where you were coming from, or where the song is supposed to be coming from.
Yeah.
I want to bounce off of this canceling stuff real quick, and I'm gonna use it to change gears at the same time. But I don't know if you guys have seen that Vince McMahon is being canceled out of WWE, which you guys had a song as the theme for a long time with WWE. Or F,
Yeah.
I don't remember what time frame it was. How did
Yeah.
that come for you guys? Did they come to you and say, hey, we love your song, we want to use it as a theme, or how's that work?
No, it actually it was the other way around. So the way that whole compilation was put together, like if you're familiar with that record, and it was, I think it was WWF. It was like right before they changed that. The way that was put together is what they did is they pitched, bands at the time, like rock and metal bands at the time, to cover the theme songs of particular wrestlers. That's what the whole pitch from WWE was. And so we were approached to be involved in it, and if you listen to the record, like there's some things on there where guys only contributed like remixes of their existing songs. Like I think Manson and Limp Bizkit, and I don't remember if Slipknot's on there or not, but they just they put like remixes of existing songs on. But everyone else that was involved in, I think Disturbed, Drowning Pool, the Non-Point, God, I mean, there's endless bands on that thing, were to cover the theme songs for particular wrestlers, right? And I knew nothing about wrestling at the time. I didn't really follow it. As a kid, I was really into it, but I just, I didn't know any of the current players at all. But when we started putting it together, they sent the song. They said, "Here's the song we'd like you guys to cover," and it was one of those things. Like I called up Dave from Johnny Poll and David also from Disturbed. Like, hey, because I knew they were involved in it. It's like, what are you guys doing with this? Like, I don't. How can we possibly like use these lyrics in a song. It's so silly and ridiculous. I mean, it's like, I mean, I'd love to be involved in the project. It seemed like a fun thing. There was a lot of cool people involved. And it's like, but dude, the song that I was sent, it's like, I can't, I don't even, there's no way. So, the cool thing about it is, and they said the same thing. They're like, well, I don't know. We're just kind of trying to figure it out ourselves. So, everyone just kind of, went to their corners and tried to figure it out. But, what I did is I sent those guys a small piece of like, hey, like, listen, I can't use these lyrics. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
But what I'd like to do is take this bass line, this kind of groove, and just write a Union Underground song around it. So if you guys are cool with that, let me put it together, and then let's just do that. Like I can't do this. I can't do a cover of the theme song.
Uh-huh.
So, and they were cool. It's like, hey, man, send us what you got. If it's cool. And that's kind of how it got put together, by kind of breaking the rules a bit and saying, man, let me just try something that I'm not supposed to be doing here. We got a great song out of it. And, they were like, dude, this is fantastic. And we don't care if it represents the thing or not. We'll use it as a theme song. Yeah. So, I mean, it turned out great.
That's cool. Were you the only one that did something like that, or did other people follow suit?
I think so. I mean, as far as I know, from what I've heard on that record, it's literally like the covers of the themes,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's like 17 or 18 songs in there.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
there's a lot of tracks on there.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I'm not sure what everyone did, but I know that majority of people like just covered the themes as best as they could.
Yeah. It's really cool. But that was a really good transition, John. That was good. That was good. Cancellation into WWE.
Oh,
that was pretty slick.
I did see that recently. So what? I don't even know the story there. Is that like a real thing going on?
I think it is.
You never know on social media. It's
I think it's
For
a real
real.
thing, but I don't know all the ins and outs because I haven't really clicked to follow. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
But I knew it was existing currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the guys at work was like, remember when you thought Vince McMahon was an asshole? Well, come to find out, he's really not just acting. He really is an asshole.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. His on-screen persona possibly fits his personal persona.
Yeah, I think that's what's catching him right now.
Yeah, who knows? I'm sure it'll all come to play here.
Oh well.
I do have one other question for you that I wanted to get into. I saw you guys had posted about what merch do people want to see from you guys.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that list, and have you come up with things from that list that you're like, yeah, we should do that?
I have seen that list, and you know what? I love getting feedback from people like that, and a lot of it's kind of the obvious stuff, but then I like seeing those little items, and it's always too a lot of times from the girls. They're like, hey, when I go to rock shows, especially, there's just not enough like girl, stuff that girls would actually wear.
Fair.
A lot of girls don't like to wear black T-shirts with skulls and fucking devils and shit on them. So I mean, I get it, but we actually have an apparel line that's going to launch prior to this run online. So there's some pretty elaborate things online. I mean, you can kind of get anything you want, kind of setting it up to where we're leaving it up to the customer to choose, within reason, obviously, but to kind of choose what they would like, you know, to have as a piece of merchandise, and then they can actually order those things, you know, print to order, you know, to where
Oh,
we don't have
sweet.
to
That's a
carry
really
a
good
massive
idea.
yeah, to where we don't have to carry a massive inventory of it, right?
Absolutely.
So online, you know, well, online the merch is pretty elaborate, but on the road we're going to keep it pretty simple, you know, and then but we'll have very convenient ways for people to uh, purchase things online directly, like while they're standing there, you know, if they choose.
Okay,
So
but makes sense.
yeah,
That's
and
cool.
yeah, I mean, you know, because people, and I love reading those comments too, to answer your question, because um, you know, a lot of times you kind of forget, like, oh wow, yeah, I forgot what it was like to to go to a concert, and you're like, man, I wish they had this, you know, because you know you can't think of everything all the time. So yeah, it was nice to see that, and even just simple stuff like someone like, man, I wish you would have colors other than black for t-shirts, and just
Mm-hmm.
that, even just that simple comment, like, oh well, you know, it's true. What, you know, the thing is, what people don't realize is to have multiple items per size, per design,
Oh yeah.
per it, you know, we're talking about an insane inventory, you know.
Yes.
So and that's you know, and that's why, you know, probably people don't really understand that, which, yeah, you know, it's not their place to understand it really, obviously. They just, you know,
Yeah.
they just want to buy some shit. But I get it, you know. It's like people get frustrated. It's like, well, same old black t-shirts with your logo and stuff. So we definitely have a pretty elaborate line coming out that will be pretty exciting for people to be able to purchase, like at the merch booth, but it will be online and, you know, shipped directly.
I like that. Yeah, that's always been one of the hardest things about somebody that's on tour, to take all these Rubbermaid containers full of t-shirts and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff, and I totally get it, man. If there's a better way, let's do it.
And will that clothing line all be available through your guys' website then?
Yep. Everything available on theunionunderground.com. Yep. And so the store, which is up now, which just has, it's being constructed still, but it's live, just with tour dates for the run.
Mm-hmm.
The merch store has not been launched yet, but will be shortly.
Really cool.
Good work, Ashton.
Yeah,
I'm on some stuff.
So yeah, I'm really excited about this tour. It starts off March 1st and runs all through March. And man, that is a stacked lineup. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah. The lineup's fantastic. I'm excited about it. You know, hopefully we can get a second leg with all the same guys later in the year.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of working on that now. You know, whether everyone involved is going to be available, you know, not really sure.
Right.
But you know, it would be nice if we could keep the whole package together, for sure.
Absolutely, and just kind of take a different part of the country.
Oh yeah, we got
Yeah.
to spread west and east. Yeah.
Yep. That's awesome. And I really am hoping I can maybe make that Dallas one. That would be so cool.
Got to do it, man. It's not too much of a road trip. You know?
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It really isn't. And I really have heard so much about trees and how cool trees is. So that'd be an awesome show to catch you guys on.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
Killer. Well, thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate it. And if you ever have anything else that you want to put out, or if you just want to jump on at any given time, we're on here almost every other Wednesday. So same link will get you in. Maybe I'll actually have video or something next time.
Yeah, sorry about that video thing. I have no idea what's going on with that.
Yeah,
I've been using it all day.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's probably us. It's not you.
I'm fine with blaming it on you guys. If that's fine.
That's our job.
Oh, shit. But
hey,
yeah,
thanks so much for having me, guys.
Anytime you have anything, or you have a new release, or you have a updated video, or anything that you want us to throw out there, just let us know. Hit us up. Tell Shauna, hey, can you guys, do this for them? We would love to help promote the hell out of you. Okay.
Hey, man, thanks so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Brian.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Really cool. Yeah, I would love to see that show. That would be. John, want to come down for a road trip?
That's a good little lineup.
Just come pick me up.
Just come and pick you up. Yeah.
Lord.
That's I know Christy absolutely loves Flaw. And I think Raw has been at Rocklahoma. So I've probably seen it.
I believe so, because I think I saw photos of her taking some from those guys. Yeah.
I think so. So really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Randy. We're actually gonna be back next week, correct?
Yes, we're gonna be back next week. And Soil's gonna be joining us. That is touring with Union Underground. So
that's gonna be a good little icebreaker.
Heck yeah.
Very cool.
So good stuff. Good stuff. And Ashton, who did you have?
Definitely maybe on the 7th.
That always gets me when you say that. It's like, are you not sure?
That's serious.
Right. Are you sure you have them? Definitely maybe.
The first time that was in our chat, I was like, does he have somebody or not?
That's exactly what I
made
did.
sure
I
to
was
capitalize
like, I
their
don't
name.
really know what's going on right now.
Yeah, I made sure to capitalize their name, so it's like maybe that'll kind of like red flag in there. Like, why is definitely maybe capitalized? Huh.
I've got definitely maybe. You've got definitely maybe who? What?
Right, finish the damn sentence.
All right, guys. I think we should hit that outro and get the flock out of here.
Yeah.
We bang your ugly friends too.